How about movies? You see any movies?
I have not. I want to see, you know, everybody's talking about the Wall Street movie, so that's all I hear
Leo
about.
movie.
American Hustle, that's a big movie too, and
Yeah.
probably the biggest movie box office wise is going to be The Hobbit. This is the second one of a trilogy. Last one made $1 billion. Let's take a look.
Fall utterly short of your enormity, O Smaug, the stupendous.
We are the dwarves of Erebor. We have come to reclaim our homeland.
It will not end here. With every victory, this evil will grow.
Thief. Where are you? Come now. Don't be shy. Step into the light.
How do you like that voice?
That's
I want to
scary.
do. Calm down.
The Desolation of Smaug.
That's
Yes.
scary, man. I know it's a scary movie.
Yeah, that guy's got a great voice. So anyhow, so it's all about the desolation of Smaug. That's how you really say it. And it's about this area at the lonely mountain underneath. That's where the dwarves used to have their kingdom, and now they want to get it back, but the dragon guards it and all that kind of stuff. It's a great story. And I got to tell you that the guy that does the voice, he also does the voice of the necromancer also. So he does two voices in this thing. This guy is also in August, Osage County. He was the villain in the last Star Trek movie, and he's also in 12 Years a Slave, and now he's the voice. His name is Benedict Cumberbatch of the Dragon and the Necromancer. So when you do these two characters, do they inhabit different parts of your body or your throat?
Absolutely, they do. Smaug sort of was difficult because I wanted to sort of articulate how extended his neck would be, but then, you know, his voice, it's all sort of there, so you have to kind of crumple up again, and that took a little bit of time to sort of get a balance right. And then the necromancer is this sort of, he's a fallen spirit, really. He's a wizard gone wrong. And the sort of the note from Peter was it's like a black hole. All the energy goes towards him. So Smaug's very sort of inquisitive and comes towards things and seeks things out and destroys them. And the other one just brings it all to him. Yeah. So very different energies.
Yeah, I think this guy's going to be like the next Hugh Jackman. A little more serious at this time. Who knows? He might lighten up, but he's in every movie. In every movie, he's a different guy. You can't recognize him from one movie to the next. He's really something
extremely
special.
talented.
Martin Freeman plays the Hobbit. Little guy in the movies.
Okay.
Big guy in real life.
Okay, I didn't.
He was on The Office, the BBC version of The Office,
Okay.
so he's a big star. So he's in this, and in this one he has to do a whole lot more sword fighting, even though he's a little Hobbit dude.
Good at that,
so
huh?
yeah, he talked about swashbuckling.
I mean, I think as the story goes along, Bilbo gets more involved in that side of things, just out of necessity, really. You know, he's still not he's not a badass, but he has to save his friends and he has to save himself, and so yeah, he does that, and that's good fun. I like all that.
Yeah, because I think there is a place in the film where he says, "I've changed."
Yeah, he's definitely changed. Yeah, he has. I mean, and partly the ring changes him, but also circumstance changes him. You know, he's got more close to these people who are his friends now, and he cares about these people, and he has to help them. He wasn't in that situation when he lived in Bag End, you know.
It must be like that in real life too, working with the actors closely for
I was
so long.
constantly killing for them, yeah. I killed about 12 people for each dwarf, yeah.
The question always comes up: how do they make them small in the movie? They just put them in really small clothes, and they have to get
Oh,
It's special effects they do with this. So here's a nice one for you. Her name is Evangeline Lilly.
I'm there.
She's from Toronto.
Yes.
She is something special. I think she's going to be a big star also. And we talked a little bit about being a tough lady too. Man, this girl can move like greased lightning, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. I love playing a physically capable woman, and she's fierce and she is fearless, and the way she moves. One of the things that I worked with the choreographers and with the stunt team to decide on her style of fighting, and one of the things we didn't have much of a choice on was she had to move sort of like a dancer, because for some reason that's how I moved. Every time I would fight, it was like a dance. So they just decided, well, to hell with it. We'll find a stunt double who used to be a dancer, and we'll make that her style. And I think it really worked with the hair, you know, the big
The
red
spins, all kinds of spins. Yeah, I gotta tell you, she's a lethal little character.
Yeah, she is.
She's a lot of fun. You know, she writes children's books. She had a good career, you know, big career. She was on Lost. People might remember her from that, right?
Yeah.
And she just had a baby a month before she got the job for this movie. So she didn't think she wanted to make another movie. And then she did this 1 month after she had a kid. So it's
Probably a good decision on her part.
pretty
If
wild.
I'm gonna have
huh?
somebody cut me up with a sword, she'd
It
be
would
on
be
the.
her?
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I like this lady. Now, let's see, I was a lady for you. Now I got a guy for you.
You do?
This guy's name is Luke Evans, and he plays, let's see,
Is he related to
Bard the
Chris
Bowman
Evans?
in this thing, yeah, and he's sort of like a brand new character in it, and he's going to be a big character in the future, I think. He is a swashbuckling dude, and he's on the cover of Men's Health this month.
Let's check him out.
My first scene in the film was on the roofs of Lake Town, which you don't see until next Christmas. So unfortunately, I'm just giving you a little insight into what I did on my first day. But that was intense, and there was a huge amount of fighting. Which you will see as my story progresses.
I can see your character really being a big character in this next one.
Yeah. No, he's an unlikely hero and a leader.
And he's fun to watch.
Oh well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And he's a dad. That makes there's
He's a
another
dad,
cool,
of 3 kids this time, not just the one. So that's quite interesting. That sort of ups the ante of why he does what he does, and he's basically looking out for his children mostly and making sure they've got a roof over their head and food on the table.
I saw this character and I said, a hero is born. There you go.
Oh, that's good.
You know, the Lord of the Rings movies made nearly $5 billion. Those 3 movies won 11 or 12 Academy Awards. The third one, this first movie, The Hobbit, made $1 billion. So a lot of folks are going to see this, and it's going to be a big hit.
I think Natalie's going to see it. She looked like she was.
You going to go see it?
I think. Well, I have a reason to now. Yes.
I know the reason you want to
A lot
go.
of reasons to see it.
I know the real reason he wants to go is because we have free passes.
Oh, yes.
And he
Yes,
thinks
yes.
he's going to get them. We have free